That means we're go. That means we're going.
That means go.
That means go.
Alrighty then. Here we go. We're gonna do the show.
Yeah, that's what we're about to do. We're probably gonna start doing the show anytime now.
Here, yeah. Well, that's
probably
what,
in the next couple minutes or two.
We're queued up to do.
Yeah, we're just checking levels and giving you guys a peek behind the curtain of all the hard work that goes on.
I know. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hey.
Kevin and Mike talk movies on Distorted Minds podcast.
Yep.
Something like that.
Sign up for the Patreon if you want exclusive behind-the-scene contents like you guys just were previously teased just now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just for this episode only. You got to pay for that kind of stuff, you know.
Donate.
There's a paywall there.
To the cause.
Yep. For $20 a month. That's where it starts.
For very shitty content.
We, look, there's a lot to budget.
Anyways, if you remember from last time we did one of these, I picked Ernest Goes to Camp because that's just a fun movie, and I feel like I had to pick it up with a funny movie.
Yeah, yep, just to bring you up to speed, as Kevin had took us down a long, dark, emotional, street there for a while. It was rough.
12 Years a Slave, some Inside Llewyn Davis,
yeah.
You know.
That's a whole month. That's a month long.
Anyway, and Mike.
I picked Ex Machina, which is not exactly the cheeriest, chipper movie in the world, but
yeah, it was a good watch. It was my first time watching it, but let's kick into this episode.
Hit the music.
Go ahead and clap those cheeks and do a snapshot.
And we're off.
Alrighty then. What is cracking? Did you watch anything else good besides these
I did actually watch some movies.
You want to go movie for movie?
Sure. It's like war, but I think Kevin's probably gonna win the battle.
Sometimes I try to hold back on movies, you know. I was like, can't watch that many.
I was home for a few days, so I got to watch some movies.
All right, what do you got?
The Adam Project on Netflix.
Is that
it's the Ryan Reynolds movie, and it's got Zoe Saldana in it briefly too, which is nice.
I don't know who that is.
She plays Gamora in the NCO. I guess you wouldn't really know that. She was Uhura in the Star Trek reboots. She's been in a lot of shit. Okay. She's just super hot, basically, and a good actress. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep, that's number one.
What is that? What is that about? Briefly.
It's like a time travel kind of movie.
Time travel-y.
Yep.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Well, the first one on my list is the Batman, but we kind of already talked about that one on the last one, and then you talked about when you seen it on the other one, and so we already talked about those ones. What else you got?
Mine, Batman Begins.
Oh shit!
The first movie with Christian Bale.
Is that the Scarecrow?
Yep.
I don't think I've ever watched that one.
No, dude, I was looking surprised
at him because I was scrolling through them on HBO.
I was surprised at how much. I was like, this movie still holds up pretty decent. Like, it's not bad. Yeah, Batman Begins.
Yeah.
Where it's him beginning.
Are you gonna watch the other ones too?
I guess you'll find out.
That's true. All right. That's Christopher Nolan, right?
Yeah, dude. Hans Zimmerman with the score. Some bangers, dude. That Dark Knight theme, dude, throughout the series is just great.
I think I'm gonna pick a Christopher Nolan movie.
You should.
Oh, heads up.
I hope it's Interstellar.
Which one is it? That's what Keith picked, huh? My next one was Good Will Hunting. My first time watching this one. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Robin Williams, Matt Damon.
Basically about therapy and shit.
I just
it's
used
little badass Matt Damon being a punk. Him and Ben Affleck.
He's all smart, but he's a prick.
Yeah.
I just referenced that movie the other day when CJ and I were hanging out. We got talking about randomly about like Armageddon.
Armageddon on.
And in my head, it was like, okay, who do we got on payroll to star in some movies? Well, all right, Johnson, who they got? We got Bruce Willis. He owes us a movie. All right, let's get him.
He owes us a movie.
Who else we got? Well, we got that kid that was in Good Will Hunting. Oh, shit, I love Matt Damon. No, the other guy. I guess we'll take him. You know what I mean?
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, good movie, though. Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, it was fun. It was good.
How about
Gets
them
emotional
apples?
at the end. What else
like
you
Ben
got?
Affleck's all like, you don't want to be here. I'm going to be doing this fucking job for the rest of my fucking life.
Right.
You're better than me. Get the fuck to school. And he's
Robin
like, but I don't know if I want to be smart or not.
That's a pretty dumb thing to say.
That's kind of what's going on in the movie.
Yeah. He's just a janitor and shit. Figures out the big math problem.
Yep.
What do you got for the next one?
Everything Must Go.
Will
Ferrell movie.
I don't think I seen it.
It's good. Well, I mean, it's good.
It's like he's out on his lawn with all his furniture and shit,
yeah,
right?
it's more of a drama. It's not, and there's not really not any funny parts. There's like a little funny parts in there, but it's not a comedy.
Is that on Netflix?
It was on, Netflix.
Maybe I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like Will Ferrell.
Yeah, it was nice to see him be a little more, more of like an actor movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's trying his hands at acting.
Yeah.
Really? Nah, that's good.
I liked it.
What about that? Didn't he make a Spanish one? Casa de mi Padre?
Yeah. Haven't seen it.
Me neither. Anyways, I watched Man on the Moon. That was fun.
Jim Carrey.
Good stuff there. Fun movie. Andy Kaufman.
That documentary they kept in the vault for 20-something years while they were making that was crazy.
I know. I was going to watch it too, but I haven't got to it.
You haven't seen it yet?
No, I've seen it,
okay.
but I was going to watch it again.
Yeah.
Since watching this movie.
That was nuts. He would he just like hit the cigarette and just did this, and then he just tilted up and looked at the sky, and then he was like a completely different person. It's scary.
Method acting shit.
Yeah. And then, the movie I watched after that was The New Guy.
Classic.
Yeah.
DJ Qualls and Eddie Griffin.
It's a classic for sure. Eliza Dushku.
You gotta give him the, what does it call it?
The
eyes.
Yeah, he's hilarious in that movie.
He lights him on fire and shit.
When he first gets there to the jail for the first time, the weird guy who has like an obsession with mayonnaise, I realized this watch through.
It's been forever since I've seen it, man.
I've noticed something I didn't. Yeah, it's been at least 10, 15 years since I've seen this movie. And
I remember loving it as a kid, though.
Yeah, watched it a lot in junior high. Watched the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Well, because
it's kind of like what you want to do sometimes. You know, at school you kind of want to reinvent yourself. You know, that's basically what he does in the movie.
Pretty much,
he's the nerd.
Creates like an alter ego.
Yeah, he
like a
gets
superhero.
fake arrested or something like that in front of everybody.
Henry Rollins is the warden of the prison. Anyway, like Eddie Griffith's cellmate is like some weird dude, and he every time you see him, he's got like some kind of jar of mayonnaise. Anyway, like next time you watch it, look for that weird subplot unraveling through the movie. He gets down, he's like, "You looking at my Janet?" And then it shows a picture of Janet Jackson. He's like, da, 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 da. He's like, "No, of course not." It's whoosh. Yeah, anyway.
It's fun.
Yeah, it was a fun watch.
I watched another Christopher Nolan one, Dunkirk. You heard of it? Seen it?
I have not seen it yet, but yeah.
Pretty good, man. Tom Hardy in there, and then, some other people.
Yeah. World War II, right?
Yeah. And they're all like surrounded by the enemy and stuff, the Germans or whatever.
Probably check that out sometime for sure.
Worth watching. And then the last one, Hard 8, which is a Paul Thomas Anderson one with John C. Reilly, Samuel Jackson, what's her face?
She's good in most of the things.
Yeah, dude. She's great. She's hot.
She's fucking great.
Well, I can't think of her name. I thought that movie was going to be more about gambling, but it was only kind of about gambling. But it was good. It was good. Good watch. Good watch.
My last two movies were Christopher Nolan movies. It was
we watched a lot of Christopher Nolan.
It was The Dark Knight and then The Dark Knight Rises. I watched the whole Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy. It's good.
It's all Christopher Nolan.
It's good.
Season.
It's all Hans Zimmerman.
I'm picking one at the end. Before we get into
he's always got those
movies,
horns, those big ass horns in all the scores.
I'm gonna grab a couple beers.
Okay.
Right back after these Pluto ads.
Fuck Pluto, dude.
Alright, which one should we get into first?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one?
Let's get into Ernest.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Just look at the camera. I know.
You know what I mean, Vern?
It takes a lot of skill.
So, Ernest Goes to Camp is the first of the Ernest movies. Before that, he was like a commercial guy or something like that. Yeah,
the Ernest character, and then he did other characters in commercials too, but they were like regional. Like you might only get the Ernest commercial like in Louisiana or something like that. It wasn't like nationwide and shit. It's like all so. But we were obviously
and he's always talking
weren't like
to
born
Vern.
yet. We weren't born yet, so we fucking don't know if he was on TV here or not.
Yeah.
I guess I could have called up like my uncle or something like, hey, random question. In the 80s, did you remember seeing any Ernest commercials at all?
I don't think I've ever seen Ernest commercials.
No, and I didn't think to look on YouTube for one either. Fuck.
Yeah.
Could have done that.
But, yeah, this is the first of that's weird, huh? From the commercials, he got a movie.
Yeah.
Was there even like a TV series? I feel like it goes, you should have a series, then a movie or something.
So check this out. I got this weird sidebar.
Go ahead.
So, Ernest, like you said, it's the first one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Disney first discovered the Ernest P. Worrell character at the 1985 Indianapolis 500.
Hey.
Where Jim Varney, as Ernest, was one of a handful of celebrity guests in the 500 festival parade. So that's cool. So he's probably like riding on the back of a car or on a float of some kind in this parade. The event was Disney themed with Mickey Mouse serving as Grand Marshal of the race. At the beginning of the parade, Mickey received a rousing ovation as he rode past in a Cutlass convertible and waved to the onlookers. But a few minutes later, Ernest followed behind, riding atop a pace car for the year, and the crowd of like 500,000 people went berserk. They chanted, "Hey Vern!"
Hey Vern!
Probably from his commercials, obviously.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Disney heads at the time, they'd never heard of the Ernest character, were both in the audience at the race and were stunned.
He does look
at
like
the
a
response.
Typical race fan, though, huh? Kind of.
But
anyway, got that look.
They spotted them there at the track, and they contacted him. That's how he worked out a deal with Disney.
That's fucking awesome.
There you go. In case anybody wanted to know
Wait,
that.
so was he from here or was he?
No, he was from. I looked it up, but he wasn't from Indiana. I was like, oh shit, that would have been cool, but no.
He was just all right.
Yeah. But yeah.
So yeah, this movie came out in 1987.
May 22nd.
Starring Jim Varney, director John R. Cherry III.
Yeah, well, let's get this. So it was written by John Cherry and Coke Sam's. Cherry Coke. Yeah. Yeah, I swear.
Cherry Coke, huh?
So, yeah, John Cherry and Coke Sam's.
Whose name is Coke?
I don't know. Like some mob boss's son. I don't know. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, I just thought that was crazy. Cherry Coke.
That's a fun coinkadink.
Yeah.
We got a 62% tomato meter. Not bad for Ernest, I guess, right?
That's probably pretty good for Ernest.
51 audience. Went down a little with the audience, I guess. But I love this movie. I grew up with it. And it lives in my heart forever.
It was a success. It made $23 million.
Hey, that's nothing to sneeze at.
No, and it only cost them three and a half to make it. So they've made some bank off that P. Worrell money. What's up?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. I watched it for the first time. I had never seen it. I had
seen your first time or how?
Ernest Slams Dunk.
Ernest,
what is it? The
Slam Dunk
Ernest. Yeah,
Ernest.
Slam Dunk Ernest when I was a kid.
I have that one if you want to borrow.
Just go on a whole Ernest binge.
Yeah, dude.
Just watch all of them.
You didn't watch Goes to Jail?
No, I don't think so. Well, maybe.
I meant like whenever I let you borrow it.
Oh, no.
Because it was a double feature on that disc.
No, I didn't. No. I didn't.
Then I got scared stupid right there.
Be like, you guys have been watching those, Marvel Cinematic Universe movies and shit. I've been watching the fucking...
I've been going hard on the Ernest.
On the Ernest universe or the Varney verse.
That's awesome.
The Varney verse. The Varney verse.
Oh, boy.
You gotta check it out. Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, Jim in this movie, he's a janitor at a campgrounds, Camp Kikiki.
It's a Native American ancient sacred lands.
Yeah, it starts off, there's like an old ritual going on with the...
Yeah, it has a very weird start where this kid, he's like a teenager, but he's like strapped to a rock or some shit.
Yeah, and they're throwing axes and
knives,
bows at him.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much, other than one other character, that's really like the only Native Americans you see in this movie.
Yeah.
But it's all about saving their land, but they're like, look, we gotta get mostly white kids in this picture.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You flash forward to Ernest, and he's just like talking to the camera like he does, and he's just explaining how he wants to be a counselor one day, but he's the janitor here, and classic Ernest stuff happens. He falls off the ladder. I don't know. He fucking smashes his hands or something.
He can't do nothing.
The golf cart goes off by itself.
Yeah, the golf cart takes like a mind of its own, and they just show the golf cart throughout the movie.
Yeah,
just still running on its own.
It's just going around the whole campground
until the end. It comes, and they're like, "Oh shit, there it is," and they use it to
blow
up a giant. Yeah,
we'll get into that.
Construction equipment.
And then there's the toilet plunge and shit at the beginning.
Right.
Just all the classic shit that he was. Is that one of the clips you have?
It is, yeah. I'm like, this tells you everything you need to know, for the most part.
Oh, okay. We'll cut to that.
Right off the bat.
Do you know which one it is? One of them is blank.
Oh, shit. Well, it's not any of these, so, and it's not that.
Well, that makes
there it is.
The process of elimination.
Yeah. Let's say Jim Carrey's like the man of 1,000 faces, but I feel like Jim Varney's got at least 900 faces. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's got a lot of faces.
Very expressionate face.
Yeah.
He's going hard, trying to plunge this toilet.
Like that's down there. John Cherry and Coke Sam's.
Oh yeah. I love how he always laughs shit off, dude.
when he thinks he's got like ideas.
I got launched in the air by the toilet water. That's fun.
Ernest, you find out in the movie, is a Vietnam vet. He's probably a war hero.
Dude,
I want to see that movie.
Being saved by Ernest.
I want to see that fucking
Ernest
movie.
Saves America.
Him and Forrest Gump in the same battalion.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine?
Ernest goes to World War II.
You just have him and Forrest Gump in Vietnam with Lieutenant Dan and Bubba.
Yeah, dude.
And Forrest Gump is like, and then you had Ernest from Texas, and they pan over to Ernest. He goes,
while he's shooting.
While he's shooting people. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's great. Yeah.
They treat him like shit. He's probably a war hero.
So, anyways, yeah, the kids arrive for camp, right? And he has to get his shots and shit, and he's scared of needles.
Yeah.
And whenever they give him the shot, he's like, I did it. I took the Limburg, baby.
He like talks himself up at first.
Yeah.
He's like, I am as manly as it gets, or whatever.
Oh, yeah. He's like, you gotta fake it till you make it.
I just got one note I was put down was Ernest is innocence personified.
Yeah.
He's a very pure character.
Yeah,
He's
man.
There's like not a bad bone in his body.
That's very true. He's a wholesome dude.
Yeah, he makes mistakes, but like his heart was in the right place. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, like that's like nice to have. Just like the character is like not tainted. But on having said that, I wish that there was that hard rated R Ernest in Vietnam movie. He saw like such darkness and horror. Yeah. That it just completely flipped him, like flipped his switch to where he's how he is in this movie.
Yeah, that's how his.
Yeah, he just seen the most crazy, gnarly shit, and then, yeah,
that's his version of PTSD.
That's my version. That's my Ernest backstory.
Yeah, so he has to go pick up all the bad kids who are, they're all fucking second chance kids. They're at some sort of facility.
Yeah, it looks like a juvenile
or something like that.
Center.
And they're all playing Guess Who with him while he's driving and shit. Yeah. He's like, don't tell me.
Yeah, I got that clip too, where he picks them up, because it was like the most 80s. Like the kids look, this is the most 80s. You're like, how can you get any more 80s than that? It's like,
yeah, it goes through all the kids.
Quintessential 80s bully, bad looking kind of kids in movies from back in the day.
Yeah, sunglasses on, slick back hair.
Picking on people and shit. Picking on Ernest. Picking on Ernest.
This one here?
Yep.
I believe.
Board that's going ashore.
Here we go. Life in the fast one. Oh, nice buzz. Does it run?
Just a ragtag group of kids.
Yeah.
Boy, we're going to have a great time this summer. We got boating and camping and swimming and Indian lore, and I've got everything fixed up for you, too.
Guess who?
Let's see. Bobby?
He actually starts trying to guess their names.
Not Osgood. Now don't tell me, really, I'm really good at this. I really am.
Crater Company.
That's a different bus, dude. I just noticed that. It's a totally different bus than the bus we just saw 10 seconds ago.
Did not notice.
See, it's a different bus.
Hey guys, when the new campers get here, let's give them a big camp kick and cue up.
Like it went back to the original bus.
Our leader's the biggest geek of all.
Now it's a different bus.
Crutchfield, that's it. I knew it was Crutchfield all along.
The whole time he was blindfolded, he was driving fine, but when they're done, he turns around and crashes it.
Come on, move. You guys line up. Frankly, I'm
I'm disappointed in you, Ernest. I give you a simple task to do, and this is what I get. I don't know how you can ever expect to be a counselor.
You're right, Mr. Tipton. He's just not counselor material.
Mr. James, it's not my fault.
Let's go.
I was... I'm sorry, Mr. Tipton. I'll try to do better.
That's all he wants in life, is to be a camp counselor.
He wants it really bad.
There was 2 different fucking buses. They kept cutting. Like, one had like a shorter, pointier nose, and then they had like the flat one. Like every other.
Maybe they crashed one of them.
Like every other scene, they just had like a different bus. Random.
So yeah, he gets the opportunity to like be the counselor to these bad kids or something.
Oh yeah, because
right?
the bad kids come and they do bad kid. Well, they kind of like
They're
get
already
picked on.
getting in trouble.
They get in trouble
after they show up, they get in fight with the other,
So,
like in the cafeteria food fight or whatever.
Like none of the other camp counselors wanted to deal with them, so they're like, "We have an idea. We'll make Ernest be these kids' camp
we'll
counselor."
pawn him off on Ernest.
Yeah. And then
and they hit Ernest with the fucking tray, and his whole face.
His whole face is poking through. It's like molded to his face.
Yeah.
They take all his money gambling.
Oh yeah.
They're all playing cards.
He's like, I get paid in a couple weeks. I'll make payments or some shit like that.
Before that, he did the Ernest thing where he sits down. He's like, I played 5 card. He's like running through all this stuff, how he's so good and everything.
Yeah.
And then they cut to him. Yeah, I get paid in a couple weeks. Should also mention there's this whole side plot going where there's this
the cooks,
this mining company.
Oh yeah.
Them too. The mining company's trying to buy this Indian reservation to get some minerals, and the chief doesn't want to sell it. And so that's going on. You just cut back and forth to these guys showing up. They just showed up at those people's house and beat up the dude and like threw him out of their house.
Oh yeah, the guy who was holding a gun whenever they busted in and shit.
You're like, all right.
Took his gun from him or something.
1980s Disney.
Like, goddamn, that's harsh.
You're like, it's gonna be one of the darker movies we've done, but it's an Ernest movie. That comes out of nowhere a little bit.
Yeah.
Because it's like pretty lighthearted and everything, and then next thing you know, they're drawing a gun on some people, punching the dude in front of his family, and throwing him out of their house. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And then, you have the cooks.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make a recipe for something, and they're using everything they can think of.
Yeah, ridiculous
And they build a machine.
Yeah.
It's a whole weird, it's got its own little subplot going. But meanwhile, Ernest is turning these kids' lives around.
Yeah, there's the little black kid, Moose. He can't swim, and the dude throws him in.
Ernest saves him. He's like the first one of the group to like Ernest because he saved him. Mm-hmm. And then slowly the other kids follow suit.
And there's the part where Ernest like aggravates the Badgers. And the kids bandage him up like a mummy and shit, and then they tie it to the bus, and they drive the bus off, and he just
spins them around.
Yeah,
forgot about that. They're always like, every time Ernest is like in pain or he's hurt, the one guy at the camp, the head counselor guy, always shows up, and he's like, well, at least nobody got hurt.
Oh yeah.
Like, he did it to him when he first fell off the ladder at the beginning. He did it to him then when he was getting unwrapped. And he falls down. He just randomly walks by. He's like, what happened here? They're like, oh, we don't know, Ernest. Just, He's like, well, as long as nobody got hurt.
And he does it at the end,
he does it at the end, too, yeah.
Yeah, the lawyer came to try to buy the land. The old Native American guy won't budge.
Nope. Should mention Ernest can speak the native language.
Yeah, he kind of like sign language is it or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a mix between like sign language and verbal. Anyway, Ernest is the only other person there who can do it besides the chief's granddaughter.
Yep. And there's other wacky stuff like Ernest gets bit by fire ants And the kids give him poison ivy to make him feel better.
I know, he's always getting shit on.
And then he's all feeling down because, the kids are such dicks.
Well, it was like another thing where it was like there was like badgers or something. He's like a pack of badgers.
Yeah, that's when they wrapped him up after badgers attacked him
in the woods. Yeah.
He's feeling down. He's venting to his little turtle.
Yeah.
The turtle bites him on the nose.
Classic. The director John Cherry wanted to use real turtles to parachute real turtles in later on in the battle scene.
Yeah.
There's a battle scene in Ernest Goes to Camp. Like,
yeah, straight up.
It's a real battle scene. Like, I was not expecting any of that to happen.
He was using his Vietnam training.
Yeah. Like, it would have been funny if he just came out and just started smoking people, dude.
You might as well.
Just like goes full Rambo on them. But the director wanted to use real turtles to parachute down in, and Disney was like, dude, you can't use fucking real turtles, they'll die.
You fucking
and then
crazy,
so they made them fake turtles, right? But the director still managed to sneak a couple. He replaced a few fake turtles with real ones for whatever reason. He just really wanted to use
it needs to be
real
authentic.
turtles. So some turtles probably died.
Oh, that's fun.
Because John Cherry wanted to use real turtles.
The turtle was on his nose, and they like have to sing the turtle off his nose, and they sing that song, "Remember me and you and me, no matter how we toss the dice, it has to be the only one with you and you for me, so happy together. I can't see me loving nobody but you for all my life." Yeah. That's a fun song to put in there.
They also have like another song that they're using throughout the movie too. It's like it's like a Beatles tune where they're riding around, you hear it and shit. I can't remember it right now. Fuck.
I don't think I caught that.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't them singing the song or nothing like that. It was like a weird, musically it sounded like that.
Okay. So anyways, there's a competition that the kids are going to partake in, and they're going to build a teepee. So they band together. Ernest, pumps them all up. They're like, yeah, we can do this. And they get excited and they build a teepee. And then, the other kids in the camp come and burn that shit down.
Yeah, they're kind of dicks, actually, through the whole movie.
Yeah. They're just butting heads with these other kids.
But they eventually become allies when the war breaks out.
Yeah,
kids are there.
Yeah, they get in another fight with them kids, and the main camp counselor guy, he wants to send the kids back to the institution or whatever. But Ernest convinces him to give them another chance. You know what I mean, Vern? And then the mining guy, the main mining guy, shows up to try to talk the Native American dude into giving up the land. And this is where Ernest steps in and he tries to translate.
Yeah, that guy was like, that old man can't understand a thing I'm saying. He's like, well, I just happen to be the only other person here who can do, I can speak this language. I've spent many years to do it, so you found the right guy.
So he basically used Ernest to get the deal signed.
Yeah.
And, I don't know.
And then the next day, they're like, oh, we're shutting the camp down.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? Oh, the chief signed it. And then
Ernest feels really bad.
He's like, I'm going to fix it. And he goes over there. And then, is that the first time he gets his butt kicked?
Yeah, I think so.
Like, I think that
I
read that guy broke his nose.
Up. Yeah.
Like in real life, that guy, I read that he got his nose broke.
Ernest?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, filming that scene.
Yeah. He gets beat up, and the kids are all disappointed and shit.
I know. What do you expect? That guy was like 7 foot tall.
I know, that dude was huge.
He's huge.
And Ernest is kind of a scrawny dude.
Yeah. Like, give Ernest props for
Slender.
being brave. Like, going over there ready to fight.
Definitely. He looks back. Nervous
But
laughter.
then he looks back at the camera and he's scared as fuck.
Yeah.
They're like, kick his ass, Ernest.
Kick his ass, sea bass.
Yeah, kick his ass. That'd be funny. Just cut over to that scene from Dumb and Dumber. And
then after that is like the part that always fucking got to me as a kid. The "Gee, I'm Glad It's Raining" song.
where he sings that.
Yeah. And I always felt that shit, dude.
Made you cry when you were a kid?
I mean, it's a great song. Dude, I got the lyrics right here.
It's right up there. It's this song, and then
You ready for these lyrics?
Yeah,
oh
dude.
my god. Gee, I'm glad it's raining. There's always something to be thankful for. I'm awfully glad it's raining, 'cause no one sees your teardrops when it pours. And no one knows the thunder is your heartbreak in disguise. They think the rainy nights would put that sad look in your eyes.
I'm gonna be 10-year-old Kevin.
Sure, I'm glad it's raining. The gentle rhythm soothes the pain inside. I'm glad the stars aren't shining. A wounded warrior needs a place to hide.
Just place that.
I thought I had found someone I could count on till the end. What they wanted was a hero. All I needed was a friend.
I bet you had like the sniffles cries by the end.
It's raining. I hope the morning sun won't come up soon. As long as it keeps raining, no one knows my heart broke right in two.
Man, I can't keep this crying bit going up. This song's taking forever.
Yeah, and then there's a couple of repeat lines, but that's basically the song. And
that brought you to tears.
I
as
mean,
a
I
child.
wouldn't say tears, but I was just like,
It's okay if it did. I mean, hey,
no,
man.
I don't think I was much of a crier as a kid watching movies. But that's a good scene.
This movie's got it all. It's got heart. It's got comedy. It's got war. It's got.
That's right. That's true.
It's got nice, reflective, songs.
So the doctor lady, she goes and tells the kids how much of a dicks they've been being to Ernest, and like all he's been trying to do is help you kids and all that shit.
Yeah.
And then they come up with the plan to fight the company.
They start assembling.
Yeah, all kinds
the
of
troops.
different
The whole
mechanical.
the whole subplot with the chefs pays off because
Yeah.
they have this food flinging machine.
Yeah.
They just start throwing all kinds of things in.
All kinds of
it's
different
basically like
contraptions.
it's like chemical warfare,
Right.
With them, they're still,
Yeah.
it's like making people puke and shit, like knocking them out.
And-
They take like a bus and modify the bus.
Yeah, they build
and
all kinds of fucking
They build a slingshot.
contraptions.
Yeah, they make a slingshot.
Yeah.
They really deck it out.
They fucking launch turtles at them like we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Like a big old bucket of turtles.
Yep.
They launch
Just
them at
launch
them and
'em.
they like parachute down and bite onto these guys.
And a couple of those were real turtles.
And they had like the the lantern rockets,
Yeah.
The
That's another
the
gag
the
from
lanterns.
earlier in the movie where he was like pumping up the kerosene lantern or something like that, and it took off like a missile.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the golf cart comes back, and they manage to
Yeah.
rig up an explosive.
With some
of
of this
some
shit,
kind.
dude, they could have really killed some people with
Yeah.
some of the shit they did, dude.
Yeah.
Because they did, they rigged up the cart and they sent it into the bulldozer. It made a big explosion, but the guy
Yeah.
pops out still, and then Ernest
Yeah.
like punches him and shit.
Yeah, it kind of gives them a good backhand
Yeah.
type of whatever that was.
Ernest.
Still
Ernest-
better than fucking
He's the hero.
the fucking Sonny Corleone throwing punches in that dude.
Oh yeah, the Godfather.
The Godfather punches. Ernest punches was way better.
So
The
the company owner shows up with the gun and shit.
Yeah. He's got a gun
He's
pointed
always
at
shooting
Ernest's
guns
face.
throughout the whole movie. He's like
got-
shooting bottles and shit. But yeah,
he puts a gun to Ernest's face.
yeah, he does. He's a little bit ways back, and he takes a shot. And
Yeah, he does.
Ernest is just standing there, and
He takes a few shots at him and misses.
He walks a little closer, takes
That's
another
right. He
shot.
tries to murder him. I forgot.
like four times or so.
Yeah, he tried to shoot him, and he got scared because Ernest was like supernatural or something like that, and he fucking got spooked and ran off.
Yeah, it was because Ernest was brave like the warrior.
He was channeling the...
And, what was it? He was brave, and he had courage, and he was pure of heart.
Yeah.
That's what the old ritual was with the Native Americans.
Exactly,
So he didn't die by the bullets.
No.
And by the time like he brought the gun up to his face, Ernest just goes, bloop, plugs it with his finger. I don't know if he laughs, but...
Yeah, I think he should have if he didn't.
Yeah, it freaks him out, and he leaves, and...
They get the land back, and the day is saved. Everybody's happy. The camp's going to stick around.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ernest is back where we started in the movie. He's up on the ladder trying to fix the sign, and it doesn't. He falls. And
he ends up falling. And then it falls on top of him.
And then that one guy is like, well, at least nobody got hurt. And then all of them, him, the woman counselor chick, and somebody else, they'll just walk away from him and leave him there.
Yeah, that's right.
That's how the movie
He's got
ends.
a ladder and the giant sign sitting on him, laying on him.
Oh, and fuck, dude. When I was watching it, I meant to take a recording of the credits music in Ernest.
Oh yeah,
dude, it was like shredding, like 80s, like, and there was like some like riffage going on in it, like.
That's what's up,
dude.
I didn't notice,
dude. There was some shredding going on. It was cool.
Yeah, I will say it has gone down over the years watching this movie, but I still did enjoy it. I think I'm out about a 6.
I was gonna go 5.
Yeah.
I was gonna go 5.
Still.
Oh.
It was fun to just dip into Ernest's world for one of these.
Before we dip out of Ernest's world, I grabbed that clip of him and Robin Williams hanging out just for the fun of it.
Wait, didn't you have another one too? Or no, those are the other two. Okay. This one?
Yep.
Cameras, these are documentary cameras. They're different. They could be grainy.
You can bust them.
See, there's another
Shoot
guy.
at them and stuff.
Yeah, you can shoot at them. People, they're used to dropping them and things. That looks better for the documentary footage.
They
Like
tested
this.
them
Do
in
this.
Nam, didn't they?
Uh-oh. Things aren't going well. That's always good for documentary footage. That's it. Then they have this shots of like... Seems the crowd is moving around. That's always good for documentary footage or for the animal specials like this.
Oh, this is what it's like back here. We're just hanging, fishing. Yeah, I'm just crew. We just rubbing elbows back here. That's
pretty good.
Stars.
We're Teamster replacements. We're stand-ins for Teamsters. We're part of this whole thing, the program here.
That's it.
Job trainees.
I bet
The hell's wrong? That thing ain't adjusted. No, we have to... Oh, Jesus.
We were just having a personal conversation.
Just discussing life as we know it.
Look at the size of this. Do you like this? Aren't accessories important?
I think very
they
much
are.
so. For hunters especially.
I know.
You never know when an animal's
This
just
is
going to jump
jumping
on you.
into different
and you don't know if he's going to
characters.
match your coat.
That's it. Or if he's going to become one.
That's the most important thing. You know, I think live furs are very important for the women in the 90s. If you're actually wearing an animal and someone you don't like is there, you just say sick. Hurt them. That's not bad. No.
That's it.
Pause.
Fur will just fly.
Fur. And if you have a baby, stay alone. If you're near a pool, you're fucked.
He'll drown you.
We'll be right back. We're talking fashion. I'm Bob, and this is our show, In Your Ear.
R.I.P. both of them.
Oh yeah,
That was fun though.
that reminds me. I had a little.
They never
Ernest
did a movie together. I don't think.
That
Did
would have
they?
been cool, huh?
That would have been cool. Obviously, just going off the chemistry they had in that little clip, it would have been a funny ass fucking movie,
That would have been
dude.
some shit, dude.
That'd have been the
That
shit.
reminds me. I have another Ernest.
They would have got him,
reference.
those two instead of Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. I think
There you go.
Gone Fishing would have won some fucking awards. And speaking of winning some fucking awards, Jim Varney did win a fucking Emmy for outstanding actor on a children's program, because I guess it was a short-lived like Ernest kind of TV show,
Oh shit!
and he won an Emmy.
Way to go, Ernest.
Yeah, there you go.
There's one more Ernest reference. This is the one I prepared.
Ask your mom. I'm not very good with tough decisions.
It's fucked up.
Oh, no.
We'll be closing in 2 minutes.
Ernest doesn't go to the beach.
This friggin' sound was off.
Damn. Well,
whatever.
Peter Griffin had 2 DVDs, 2 VHSs. One hand it said Ernest Goes to the Beach and had Ernest like on a surfboard, and then his other hand it said Ernest Doesn't Go to the Beach, and it's just him sitting in a chair like watching TV.
He couldn't decide on which one to pick. Dude, I was thinking of that clip because I wanted to prepare it, but for some reason in my head I thought it was a Simpsons clip, so I was looking up Simpsons. Turns out it was Family Guy. But alright, that's Ernest for you. Now let's get into some real movie fucking sci-fi thriller shit.
Some sci-fi.
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina.
Machina. Mach 5 from Gillette. 2005.
15.
That's what I meant. Yeah, 2015 sci-fi thriller. Director Alex Garland. Never heard of him.
Yep, he wrote it too.
Way to go, Alex.
Yeah, he's talented.
Alexander.
I have his movie he did after this, and I still haven't watched it yet.
What is that one?
It's called Annihilation. I think it's got Oscar Isaac in it and Natalie Portman.
All right.
But it looked weird too, you know. I was like, all right.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Domhnall Gleeson. Alicia Vikander.
Maybe.
I don't know how to fucking say these names. Oscar Isaac.
She won an award for Best Supporting Actress. Because she was pretty fucking good in this movie, too, you know.
Yeah, she's the...
I believe that she was a fucking robot.
Fucking robot, dude.
I was like,
I swear.
She's a fucking robot.
We got a 92% on the tomato meter.
Just to go back to Domhnall Gleeson and Oscar Isaac, they start opposite each other in the Star Wars sequel trilogy.
Really?
Yes, they do. They have some funny banter back and forth.
All right.
Yeah. And Domhnall Gleeson, if you've seen the Harry Potter movies, his dad was One-Eyed Moody from one of the fourth movie. Anyway, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. It had a budget of $15 million, and it only made $36.9. So it made its budget back and a little bit more. But
they consider that like...
That was probably considered a success.
Yeah.
For it being this kind of a movie.
Sure.
But I looked it up. You know what Ex Machina means?
No.
It's derived from a Latin phrase, Deus Ex Machina, which means a god from the machine.
Whoa.
Dun, dun, dun.
Did I say... I didn't say the audience score. 86. 92. Oh yeah, I couldn't find a tagline for Ernest, but I got 3 for this one.
I got one for this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. What's yours say?
Weird science. You know, that was the Weird Science theme from the movie Weird Science, also from the 80s.
Didn't watch it.
No? It's passable. It's not a necessary watch.
All right. First tagline I found, to erase the line between man and machine is to obscure the line between men and gods.
Oh, is that like an actual tagline from the movie, or you made that up?
It's one of the taglines I found online.
Oh, sure.
I didn't make any of these up.
I was like, wow, Kevin, that was really profound.
I know, that was a crazy one. Another one is, what happens to me if I fail your test? ?
Yeah.
That's like a quote from the movie.
That is.
And then the last one is, there is nothing more human than the will to survive. Ooh, one's deep. I like that one.
That is true. Well, I guess to set this movie up, Domhnall Gleeson's character wins a prize. He gets to go hang out at, he works for a search engine company called Blue Book. And the founder of Blue Book is this rich guy, science guy, Oscar Isaac, and Donald Gleason wins a contest or whatever, and the prize is he gets to go out to the mountains where Oscar Isaac's research facility is and do something. And he gets there and he finds out that he's going to take part in a test with artificial intelligence over the week.
I know, they're flying in. He was like, when do we get to his property or whatever? And he's like, we've been flying over it for the last hour or so, something like that.
So he's out in the middle of nowhere.
Real rich.
Yeah, big facility.
This house, facility / house is amazing looking. It looks friggin' awesome.
Looks like a baller ass place to live.
I know, right? That shit was dope.
I really like the open floor plan. Yeah. The view over
how the rock wall came in and shit, and then the glass over it.
Yeah. That's what you would expect the guy who does this line of work to have a house like that. Yeah, it's shot beautifully. The whole movie
I know, it's like gorgeous.
Beautifully, yeah, it looks beautiful.
It's all green and stuff.
And then you got like the contrast inside the house, which is kind of museum-esque and cold. Not a lot of windows, especially in dude's room and shit.
Yeah. What was the reason for that? I forget what he said.
Because he said it's a research lab or whatever. He's like, it's not a house, it's a lab.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he says.
So, yeah, he tells him that he's created an AI person, and he wants him to, like, test it and see how good it is or whatever.
Yeah, it's called the Turing test. And just based off what the movie said, it's the test to see if it's true AI, if it passes, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so he brought him in to have sessions with the AI. Her name's Ava. And to learn about her and see if he gives feedback to Oscar Isaac. It's a whole thing. That's what you know at first.
Yeah.
And then you learn more later about why he's there and what's really going on, who's really getting tested.
Right. It's a mind fuck.
A little bit, yeah.
So yeah, and he was like the first time he was observing her and shit, and then the power goes all wonky and shit, and then I don't know, what is he? Oh, he references Ghostbusters or something.
Oscar Isaac
call Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he meets her, and then the power goes out in his room the first night. Like on the TV, all he has to watch is cameras of Ava's room, and there's no windows. So that's all he can watch on the TV is that if he's not sleeping, and the conversations get like continually more, I guess, like in depth, or what I'm not sure what you'd want to describe it as, but with Ava.
Yeah.
And then sort of Oscar Isaacs, he's like a bit of an odd character. He's a bit of a narcissist.
Yeah, he's drinking a lot. Yeah.
He takes like things that Donald Gleason says to him and kind of like takes it to the, he's like, he's like, I guess I am like a god. You know what I mean? He's like,
oh yeah, he's like he's misquoting him
on
and
purpose.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
So he's kind of you're kind of put off by him a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not really sure how to take him, and then like in the second session, I think that he has with Ava, the power goes out, and Ava tells Donald Gleason not to trust.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac.
And that's
when the seed's planted.
Yeah. It gets interesting.
It starts to get interesting after that.
Oh, shit.
The power comes back on and she's like, yeah, so we should definitely exchange favorite books. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, she's like, all like, she's really like asking him questions and shit on that second one. Because the second test was like, how does she feel about you or whatever?
Yeah.
And she's really going.
You find out that Donald Gleason's parents are dead. He doesn't really have any family.
Right.
Not a lot of friends. No girlfriend.
That's right.
Not a lot of people around for this guy.
And that's
and you know.
That's important.
That's important. Yeah.
He wants her to like draw something.
Yeah, ask her to draw a picture. And then Oscar Isaac comes in. Later, he's laying in bed watching on TV. He sees Oscar Isaac come in and rip up her drawing, but there's no audio. It's just video. So you don't know what they're saying. You just see Oscar Isaac come in and rip up her picture and walk out. And then that kind of like pisses off Domhnall Gleeson. He's trying to go figure out what's going on. And then he's so throughout other pieces of the movie, there's like a servant woman or like a maid working, an Asian woman working. You know, she's doing like kind of like his assistant or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But she doesn't speak English.
Cooks and fucking like gives him massages.
Yeah,
and shit like that.
she's there. Anyway, Domhnall Gleeson sees Oscar Isaac rip up Ava's picture, and he's upset about it. So he's going to go talk to Oscar Isaac and see, you know, what the F, man.
What the F?
You know, because Ava's been telling him Oscar Isaac's not nice, can't trust him. And look, he's ripping up her shit. You know, he's being a dick to her.
Yeah.
And then we got a clip.
Okay. Where are we at?
That one.
And cut to
Kyoko.
He's just watched him rip up Ava's picture.
Drawing.
Kyoko. Where's Nathan? Where's Nathan?
Nathan, shout out.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
She's like, what? You want to fuck?
No.
Which I'll tell you later what I think she was trying to, what she may have been trying to do.
Don't do that. You don't have to do that.
Maybe. Just an idea.
Oscar Isaac creeps in.
I told you you're wasting your time talking to her. However, you would not be wasting your time if you were dancing with her.
Oh yeah, dance scene.
Yeah, creepiest dance scene ever.
Go ahead, dance with her. Dance with her.
He just got a fucking disco button.
Dancing?
Right.
She does.
I love this line though he gives him here in a second.
Come on, buddy. After a long day of Turing tests, you gotta unwind.
What were you doing with Ava?
What?
You tore up her picture.
I'm gonna tear up the fucking dance floor, dude. Check it out.
I love Oscar Isaac, man.
Everybody's busy. Can't wait for the night to begin. You work all the you work your fingers to the bone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tear up this dance floor,
after
bro.
these like really tense scenes, then he just comes in as this weird.
I can't help but not to
dance
like
number.
him, man. I mean, but to not, I don't know how to speak.
I don't know.
Can't help but to like him, dude. He's great.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
He made a misstep there when he was in that X-Men movie, Armageddon, I feel like.
Yeah, not great.
You wouldn't have known it was him. He's like behind like 3 miles worth of like purple makeup. He kind of looked like Ivan Ooze from the 90s Power Ranger movie. Not the best.
Alrighty.
Not the best choice. Just my opinion. Just one man's opinion. But back to Ex Machina.
Yeah, there was that one part where he was like, Oscar Isaac tells him, hey, come here, check this stuff out. And he, shows them all, I don't know, where he's assembling the
different pieces.
And he admits to like hacking everybody's cell phone and what they were searching or facial recognition and all that shit.
He owns that search engine, Blue Book, so he took all the information from all the search engines from everybody's cell phone around the world of facial recognitions and like funneled it into this software that then became the AI brain.
Right.
And
I know,
like
the brain looked cool too.
Moldable, like soft tissue stuff, like it's super advanced shit. And he explained all that, and then they're talking some more, and he's asking him, how he likes Ava, and he's like, oh, she's the amazing super. He's like, yeah, she's great. I think the next version will be the one.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, by this time, Domhnall Gleeson cares about Ava. You know, he feels like she's in trouble and being mishandled.
He's forming a bond with her.
He's forming a bond with her. And so when Oscar Isaac says, I think, the next version after Ava, that'll be the one. Yeah. That'll be the real breakthrough. And he's like, well, what's going to happen to her? He's like, I'll download the files and I'll fucking wipe the shit.
Some of it will get lost, but
her memories of you will be gone.
Yeah.
And it's all a super mind fuck.
Yeah.
That's I feel like you watched it. This is maybe my third time seeing it.
Yeah, this is my first time.
When you watch it again, you'll watch it under a different lens.
Yeah.
And then you'll pick up some different shit going on.
I would definitely watch this again.
Yeah, you'll notice some different things, like things that are being said. You're like, oh shit, that's probably what was going,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so naturally, love struck, Domhnall Gleeson goes to Ava, who's becoming like more and more human throughout the whole thing.
Yeah,
she puts on clothes.
That's where I was at. I think it was
she kind of like strips for him a little bit in the camera. Like she rolls over knowing that like he's watching her in his room.
Oh yeah,
probably jerking his gherkin. And like she knows that.
She asks him if he's attractive.
Oh yeah, she's like, you think I'm fucking hot?
Yeah,
basically. And then this is funny. Like Donald goes to Oscar Isaac. He's like, so how accurate, or however is she? He's like, what are you really asking?
Oh,
he's like, yes, blah blah blah. But to answer,
fuck her.
He's like, but to answer your real question, yes, you can fuck her.
She can fuck.
Yeah, she can fuck. And they go on this whole thing about like, of course she can fuck.
He asked, did you program her to be attracted to me?
Yeah, he starts asking things like that.
Yeah.
He's kind of hinted at that Oscar Isaac designed her face off of his porn searches. Off his favorite porn stars, he designed Ava's face to look like his favorite porn stars. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I think he actually just says that in the movie. But he said, no, she's not programmed to like you. Which she's not.
Now, was she the one causing the blackouts? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she's causing the blackouts.
And because then he can't see her.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac can't monitor her while the blackouts are going on or whatever.
Yeah. But he knows. I think he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, he knows it's
like a big chess game.
Yeah, the first time he's like, so what happened during the blackout yesterday? And he's like, nothing. He's like, nothing, huh? Oh, that's weird. Nothing happened? No, none. You guys didn't plot to, kill me? He's like, no, man. Just chatted about her favorite artists and stuff.
Yeah.
But you know that he knows, because then later you find out that Oscar Isaac had planted a camera in there.
Oh, a battery-powered
camera.
Yeah.
So he did know the whole plot. And so the whole time it's like a big... Domhnall Gleeson starts to lose touch with reality a little bit.
Yeah.
He has like a freak out in his room, and he starts like looking at his skin to see if he's a fucking robot.
Yeah, that was wild.
And then he fucking takes a razor and cuts his arm, and
pretty damn deep.
Peeling his skin out and shit, and he's like wiping the blood on the mirror and punching shit.
Oh man.
And then like the next day Oscar Isaac's like, are you okay?
Yeah.
He's like, are you okay, man? Did anything happen last night? He's like, no, nothing happened. He's like, because he's telling him all this stuff, and he's like, dude, your mind has been so fucked with this week.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's okay, I'll give you a pass, because he tells them the whole thing. He's like, I know. He's like, he knows about him and Ava's plan to get him drunk. That way they can override the shit and she can be freed. Oscar Isaac tells him he knows this plan, and he's like not even that mad about it, because he's stoked that his AI is so good.
Yeah.
that it tricked this guy. He tells
it really did.
He tells him that Ava's just manipulating him. He said Ava's been like a rat in a maze, and I gave her a way out. you were the way out. He's like, the only way I could test it was to,
So yeah, it is revealed that he was chosen. He didn't win some sort of lottery or nothing.
Yeah, he was chosen by Ava. Ava chose him.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. I feel like that's if I'm understanding it.
Because he worked for Oscar Isaac's company, right?
Yeah.
And then just out of the
Ava
his
chose
search histories and shit like
something
that.
like that. But I think it's
they
like
chose him.
I think it's like told or hinted later in the movie that Ava picked him.
And it's also because he didn't have a girlfriend and all that shit.
Yep, it was all that shit.
Family and all that shit.
He's like, he breaks it down to Domhnall Gleeson that you've been getting manipulated by this AI the whole time. He's like, it's cool. I know you guys are going to try and do that shit to me. He's like, it's not your fault. Your mind's been super fucked with. He's like, are you okay? He's like, I'm fine. He's like, are you sure? I saw you cut yourself last night and do all that. I think you're the one who needs to relax. And he's completely right the whole time. He's like, by the way, that plan you guys had, it may have worked.
Yeah.
He's like, actually, we did it last night while you were drunk.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, he got drunk. He got him drunk, huh?
Yeah.
He was like, let's party.
Yep.
Steals his card, hacks into the fucking computer
hacks
files.
into the mainframe.
Yeah.
Sets it up so that the next time...
He finds all the prototypes from the other...
Yeah, from all the previous models. And then, then the Asian lady, she starts peeling her face off all crazy and shit.
Yeah.
And you just see like her fucking robot eyes and shit. It's like real fucked up.
Yeah.
She's just like peeling her skin off. Which was nuts.
Mm-hmm. And there was that one part, like she drew a picture of him or something. Was
That's what it looked like.
Yeah. That was something.
Well,
then they...
Oscar Isaac, when he's telling him all this, he's like, come here, check this out. And he's playing him the video footage of when he went into the room and he ripped up her paper.
Yeah.
He's like, how much you want to bet he's watching us right now? She's like, he is. He's like, yeah, but it's video only. He can't hear us. And he's talking to her, and Ava says, what's it feel like to create something that hates you?
Oh, yeah, that's a deep line.
I was like, damn.
And, yeah, it's the last day or something, and Oscar Isaac won't drink and shit.
Yeah, because he's seen the video of them planning it out, but he didn't know that they did it the night before.
Right. Shows him the footage.
Shit's
Camera's
wild.
on the fritz.
Oh, fuck. Camera.
And then there's like, I guess after that is when like it all went down and the robots are revolting.
Yeah. That's what that clip right there is.
Alright, one sec. Yeah, we'll just cut to the clip while we're doing this. This one?
Yep. This is right after Ava's been unlocked.
Ava! Go back to your room.
If I do, are you ever gonna let me out?
You think she was just wearing green for this?
Yes.
No, they had like
Green
a
screen?
bodysuit.
I'd like to see the behind the scenes on some of this shit.
It's on YouTube.
Stop.
It's like 40 minutes long.
Stop. Ava, I said stop.
Stop it.
What are you doing? Stop.
That's scary, dude. Sarah hates freaking AI and that type of shit. I'd like to get her to watch this movie.
The fucking music, the themes in this movie are fucking dope too.
Breaks her arm off. Uh-oh. The knife goes in so easily.
Yeah.
Just like butter.
Right, it's back to music.
He just realized he got stabbed by Kyoko.
Yeah.
I think that was her name. Knocks her jaw off.
Oh. Stabs him again.
Okay.
Okay then.
Fucking unreal.
Fucking unreal.
He's like, I can't believe my shit is so advanced at fucking
He basically
murdered me.
killed himself, if you think about
He
it.
did. In his hubris. Yeah. And then
On
I
accident.
noticed, like, right when that happens, the whole perspective of the movie changes. Like, it goes from the movie has been following Domhnall Gleeson around the whole time. You know, it's been like through him.
Yeah.
And then once this happened, the movie immediately starts following Ava everywhere. It flips.
Yeah, she's the main
She flips to the
subject.
main character of the movie for the very end. As she's walking around, she sees Domhnall Gleeson. She goes up to him. She's like, "Stay here, in this room." And then she goes on
She
and
locks him in.
yeah, well, she goes and puts on
Yeah,
a
she
new
gets a
body,
new
new arm, takes the
new
skin, and puts on a dress and a wig. And she fucking, as soon as she goes to walk out, it locks all the doors and everything, and Domhnall Gleeson is locked in this room, and you see her standing there, and he's in the background beating on the
Pounding
door,
on the
but
door.
you can't hear him. He's screaming at her and stuff, and she doesn't even bother to, like, she doesn't even look.
Right.
Oscar Isaac was right. She was manipulating him the whole time.
The whole
just
time.
to get out.
Of course, she's
And-
never seen the sky before.
Nope.
She's never been outside.
Nope.
She don't know what plants look like.
And nobody's going to miss him because he doesn't have a family or friends or a girlfriend, nothing. He's not really going to be.
Yeah.
He was picked on purpose.
Wow.
For the sole purpose of
Mind fuck.
busting her out of jail. Well, not jail, but, you know.
Lots of twists and turns in this one.
Yep, and then
The
just
helicopter
the
shows
helicopter shows up and flies her away,
Fucking
and
take off.
The movie ends with her standing in a busy intersection, which is was what she said would be
She
the
wanted-
first place she would do.
Yeah,
go people watching.
That's right.
So she's just out there.
She's out there, Jerry, and she's loving every minute of it.
And she's loving every minute.
The cat is right out of the bag. That's it, man. What a hell of a movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the heck out of it. I'm going about
glad you did.
8, which is solid.
That is super fucking solid. I'm gonna
Freaking
join you.
solid.
I'm gonna join you there with that.
Right, meet up there at 8. I'll meet you at 8.
Double 8s. Yeah. Oh, and Happy, wear something nice. It's a secret of the pros.
Secret of the pros. Shooter. Out.
Yeah. Definitely
Good
watch that.
stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, I'll watch this again.
You'll notice some things.
There's a lot of movies like that I want to get to on here, but I feel like I've watched them too recently. You have any of those?
A few, and then there's
Like,
just
I don't want to watch it again already.
there's just some that I've seen, like favorites of mine.
Mhm.
I've seen a lot too that we've both seen a lot. So the next one I'm picking. I've only seen once,
All right. That's what's up.
and it was right when it first came out. It's been a few years ago. It's by Jordan Peele.
Get Out.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen it,
Oh,
but
tight.
I've heard a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah, I was going to
Podcasts
say,
and stuff.
when you went and saw the Batman, did they play that preview for his new movie called Nope?
Yeah. The it's
They're
like,
on the farm.
Yeah,
It's got the same guy in it.
So aliens or something?
That's what it looks like. But the same he's in Get Out. So is Lupita Nyong'o from 12 Years a Slave. She's in it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, she's in Get Out.
Oh shit! All right, I'll suit up and boot up for that.
I think she's in both. I don't know.
Get Out.
Suit Up.
Is that streaming anywhere?
I got it on the DVD if you want to borrow it.
On the DVD. All right, cool, sweet balls of fire. Like I said earlier at the beginning of this episode, we're going with the Christopher Nolan. Dude's got some good movies.
You gonna say Memento?
Yes. How'd you know?
I don't know.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, long time ago.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's
been a long,
years.
lonely time.
That was one of his first movies. It's got Gary Oldman.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I believe
Who's
it's
the
Gary
other
Oldman,
guy that's in it?
who also plays Commissioner Gordon.
Oh yeah,
in
Batman.
The Dark Knight.
Christopher Nolan's
movies. Yeah, Memento. Okay, I'm down.
I like how he likes to
I'll
play with
revisit that.
time and shit. You know what I mean?
He just had that last movie come out called Tenet. I haven't seen yet,
that
but
one
it's a
either.
time.
It's a time
It's got
fuck.
some time shit going on.
And
in
so
that.
is like Inception.
A little bit, yeah.
And yeah, Interstellar.
Interstellar, yeah.
Good
That's a
shit.
good one.
So yeah,
Okay.
Memento. It's on HBO.
Nice. Memento and Get Out.
It's been a minute since I seen it.
Let's do it.
Cool. Thanks everybody for joining us for Ernest and Ex Machina.
Yeah, go watch Ex Machina. It's worth a watch.
Worth watching. So is Ernest. Slam dunk. Ernest Goes to Africa.
Ernest Goes to the Moon.
Ernest Saves Christmas was fun. I watched it this past Christmas season.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Is it better than Jingle All the Way?
God, I don't know if I've seen that one since
With,
I was a kid.
Arnold and Sinbad.
Sarah just peeked in.
Uh-oh.
For the people who are wondering what the fuck happened.
Sarah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time.
Next time
See
on
ya.
Church. Peace out, everybody.
Later.
Yeah.